rolling down the river.
Do, 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 do.
Once again, we're making up for lost time, enjoying life and the great outdoors. Today on
Su Vida Especial. You got it.
Which way? Which way, J.R.?
Left.
Oh my gosh.
Left. Welcome to Su Vida Especial. I'm J.R. Cardenas.
And I'm Vanessa Ramirez, and we're getting ready to set sail. Sail?
Well, not really sail. We're getting ready to float down the Verde River on inflatable kayaks.
We're setting out on the Water to Wine Tour, one of the many excursions you can do with Verde Adventures in beautiful Sedona. Want to know more?
Of course you do.
Check it out. I'm going to need these, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
Verde Adventures, we started this again back in the day, about 15 years ago. Nobody even knew where the Verde River was. It was like, oh my God, where do you go boating down here? And myself, I came from a river background, being a professional river guide for a number of years. I looked at this and go, why isn't anybody doing any kind of trips, tours, organized? And it wasn't happening at all. Started off with 6 boats, a Jeep, a laptop, and a cell phone. And today we take 20,000 people down the river. We have tandem kayaks. These are great for families when you have kids. The kids can ride in the front, the adult can be in the back paddling, being the navigator of the whole bit. Then we have little spuddy boats. They're like kayaks that are about 3/4 the size of a regular adult kayak. For the younger adults just getting ready to learn how to paddle to go in. And then tubes. We have tubing that runs from Memorial Day through Labor Day. Get out here and be soaked all day long in the Arizona heat. Everything out here that we do are float trips. Everything is a float trip. If you fall out of the boat, stand up and get back in. You know, the Verde is not that big of a river. It's more of a big creek than anything else. But it's very, very safe. We go down to 3 years of age for kayaking. For tubing, it's got to be 8 years of age or 4 feet tall. We're at the Water to Wine right now, the Alcantara Vineyard, the confluence of Oak Creek and the Verde River. And this is our signature trip. We started this with the Alcantara back in 2009. We've been doing it now, 12, 13 years. But this is a really fun little float trip, about an hour and a half on the river, where you float down this magic carpet of liquid energy and you arrive at the vineyard for a wine tasting. What keeps people coming back is the fun. You know, the people they meet here, the people they meet on the river. River people are always fun. Good attitude, great environment. The peacefulness, you're never in a hurry. These trips are all self-guided. There is no pace that you have to keep up with. You can float at your leisure, or you can paddle straight through and on to your next adventure type thing. And the fact that we provide them with a great system of, all they have to do is show up. Everything else is taken care of. We're a seasonal business. We start operating about mid-February, and then we'll run till the end of November. If we don't get a winter like we did last year, then November stays very, very busy. So it is seasonal based upon the temperatures, the weather that we get. I love hearing people laugh. I love hearing people having fun. I mean, what better job on the planet can you have than entertaining people? And to see the smiles and to see the return, people coming back sometimes every week, and you just kind of go, good God, thank you that we're able to do this, because not everybody is as fortunate as we are to have such fun, enjoyable, and beautiful jobs. Thank you, God.
Sunglasses.
Check.
Water.
Check.
Bug spray and sunscreen.
Check and double check. Now, all we need is you. We'll be back with more from Verde Adventures right after this. Ready?
Check.
Okay.
All right, hop on, I'll push you.
You hold this, thank you.
Don't tell me what to do.
Enjoy local stories from your community in the form of videos, articles, podcasts, live streams, and more. Find it all only at yourview.com. Having fun exploring community, culture, food, y más with Su Vida? Head on over to yourview.com for more videos.
Su Vida is brought to you by Chicanos por la Causa. Join the cause for change.
Hey, welcome back to Su Vida Especial. We're on a Verde Adventures tour on the scenic Verde River, one of the wild rivers left in Arizona.
Yes, and today we're taking the Water to Wine tour. It's a great tour here on the Verde River. It's a self-guided tour.
Yes, and ending at Alcantara Winery for a nice glass of wine. Sounds like the perfect day, right, JR?
It feels great to be outside, Vanessa, whether it's here on the Verde River or in our very own backyard.
Let's go.
My uncle Raymond Lopez, he's been working in the valley for almost 25 years, and about 15 years ago, one of his partners who's been building actual golf courses moved here from New York, and they said, hey, there's a market here, for high-end putting greens and artificial turf here in Arizona. We do all types of turf, but we specialize in putting greens, and we do have the experience and background of building actual putting greens, so we're really good at replicating, a live putting green. Some people, they don't want to take care of a real putting green, just the overseeding, the herbicide, the fungicide, all that type of stuff, and cutting it daily, if not twice a day, is a pain in the butt, and, it is very expensive. So people will see a, return on their investment by replacing their live putting green with a synthetic putting green, within the first year. Everyone has different expectations, and that's the first part of going out there. We talk to the homeowner and say, what are your goals? What are your expectations? Do you just want it to look nice, or do you want it to look nice and play nice? Once we get out there and we do the expectations with them, we actually get a drone up. The drone is so cool because we can come out there and take aerial pictures, and we use those aerial pictures in Photoshop, and we give the customer, design, and we say, hey, this is exactly what it's going to look like. Here's your bunker, here's all your holes, here's the first cut, the second cut, and the putting green. If this is something you like, let's go forward with it. If not, we can always tweak it and make the putting green exactly what you want. There's, a lot of differences in a putting green. It's not just laying out the grass. It's the speed of it, it's the slope of it, the contours, the hole placement. We're not just, littering the green with a whole bunch of holes. And it's, the first cut and the second cut. And we build bunkers too. So, we want all that to flow in one nice putting green. The key to it is making sure it putts like a real putting green. Most of our putting greens, we use 3 different grasses. The first grass is the putting green surface. It's about an inch tall grass, and we fill it with about 6 to 7 pounds per square foot. And then we have our second cut and our first cut. And that's what, gives you the good blend of grasses to mimic a real putting green. It's not just the putting surface out there. The second cut of grass, we put about 2 to 3 pounds of sand per square foot in it. And that makes it look real. It's, it's not just plastic green bristles sticking up. It brings it to life and adds that oomph to the grass. Everyone wants to, get a little better, so it's easier when you can just walk out your back door and putt and practice. You drive for the show and you putt for the dough, so here's where, they get all their practice. We love what we do because it gives people more free time to enjoy their putting green in their backyard. If you want a putting green, reach me at libertygreensaz.com, and I will personally come out and set you up with the design, and we'll get going from there.
With a putting green in your backyard, a good time outdoors is just a few steps away.
Hey, that's the easy way to enjoy golf, but there's another way to play the game that's a little more challenging. Check it out.
It's more challenging than this?
Right?
Disc golf exploded in the last year because of the pandemic. Everybody wanted to be outside and kind of play a sport and be active. One of my high school friends showed me disc golf. I had no idea what it was, and first time I went disc golfing, I saw a hole-in-one, also known as an ace, and ever since I saw that, I was like, I want to do that. Then 3 or 4 months later, it happened to me. Then ever since that, I've been hooked.
I would go ahead and bet that Kester probably did, as Castro has long range.
Oh, wow. Way to
When I say I'm a professional disc golfer, they're like, what? Wait, what? Then I say a professional frisbee golfer, and they're like, oh, I know what that is. So when people say disc, they think of like a CD or whatever. Then you say frisbee, and they think of an actual frisbee. So in traditional golf, you have your irons, you have your woods, you have your putters, you have your hybrids. Same thing for disc golf. You got your putters, you got your mid-range, your fairways, and your drivers. The drivers are going to be a little bit thinner to cut through the wind. The fairways are going to be a little bit slower, which is a little bit thicker. The mid-range is thicker, and the putters are going to be a little bit thicker as well. Everything has a purpose. If I handed you a disc right now, you had no idea what it does because they look the same, but realistically, as you throw them, they're going to go different shot shapes and areas for it. Just like ball golf, traditional golf, you have to putt. Disc golf, same way. I am using a putter, a little bit thicker, and it's a little bit slower, so it's going to not fight through the wind as much. It's definitely worth playing, and it's a good exercise. My first summer, I lost 100 pounds playing disc golf. It wasn't even the goal of the plan, I just was addicted, and lots of walking and exercise. And definitely invite all you guys watching this to go pick up discs anywhere. I think you'll be hooked by the flight just like I did right away.
There's wine at the end of this tour.
Aye, aye, Captain. Hey, we'll be right back with more from Verde Adventures right after this.
Move faster, JR.
What? Is this as fast as I can go?
For more exclusive videos highlighting your community, visit yourview.com. Feeling inspired? To watch more uplifting stories from doing more, visit yourview.com.
Hey, welcome back to Su Vida Especial. I'm Vanessa Ramirez.
And I'm J.R. Cardenas, and today we're floating through one of Arizona's wild rivers, the Verde River.
We're on Verde Adventures Water to Wine Tour, and we're in no rush. It's a self-guided tour, so we stopped to take a little break to enjoy a snack.
Oh yeah, the views here are spectacular, and floating down the river on a two-person kayak is great exercise in teamwork.
Just like Su Vida Especial and CPLC. We can all use a helping hand from our friends.
Prestamos is a division of Chicanos por la Causa. We've been around since the 80s, and our purpose is to help small businesses by providing them capital and technical assistance, education and consulting services to help their businesses grow and be successful. This process of doing these PPP loans, we kept figuring out how to ramp up and do more and more and serve more businesses that were underserved. In 2021, a new round started. We ramped up, we partnered with a fintech company, and we're able to do over $7 billion in PPP loans across the country, in every state in the United States, including Puerto Rico, and even a few loans in Guam.
Well, I've been in the bakery industry for altogether about 37 years. And talking to my wife and family, we decided to venture this and open our own bakery. Middle of March, the pandemic hit. And so for the next 6 months, March through August, we struggled so bad. We applied for a small business loan. I called Chicanos por la Causa, and they helped me fill up all the paperwork and everything, and that's how we got the loan. That small business loan allowed us to pay part of our rent. At that time, there was a couple of ingredients that I could not even buy because of the lack of money, and so I went and purchased some ingredients to continue baking and providing goods to our public.
One thing that's not lost on me is this large $7 billion number. If you think about it, the majority of these businesses are minority owned, over 78% are minority owned. Just think about what $7 billion into local economies, local neighborhoods, does for that economy. It provides a stimulus where it's needed the most, in the communities that were the hardest hit. This is what our mission is, and this is what we strive to do, and we feel excited that we were able to accomplish this with our team working day and night, dedicated to help small businesses like Jose's. He's one business of nearly 500,000 businesses, but that business was as important to us as every single other. I started working with Chicanos por la Causa 23 years ago, just fresh out of college. And this organization and what we do is why I'm still here today. I wake up every day loving what I do for this organization because I know that I'm making a difference. So for those small businesses out there, the Prestamos team is here to help you. We know there's lots of businesses out there that are looking for opportunities to expand. The banks may not be there with you yet. Come look for us. We're here to help you.
You know, it's a little warm out today, but it's still very beautiful on the water. And the key is to get an early start.
Or instead, you can always opt for a tube. That way, most of your body is in the water and you stay a lot cooler. Either way, Verde Adventures has you covered.
Just don't forget the sunscreen. You definitely need that.
Yes, our Verde Adventure continues right after these messages, so don't go away. Vanessa, you got a paddle one night? Okay.
How?
Okay, now that way we go straight. There.
All right.
Enjoy local stories from your community in the form of videos, articles, podcasts, live streams, and more. Find it all only at yourview.com. Explore more ways that people are leading healthier lives. Head over to yourview.com for additional videos from your health.
Ahoy! Welcome back to Su Vida Especial. Every good captain knows the importance of checking the weather before they set out.
That's just as important on the Verde River as it is on the Atlantic. A flash flood here would be devastating.
That's right, and that's why Verde Adventures monitors the weather so your river outing is as enjoyable as it is safe.
Some people love a good storm though. In fact, one man has made a career of chasing the clouds, and the results are epic.
I was watching Storm Chasers on Discovery Channel, and I didn't even know there was a world of storm chasers out there. You know, the movie Twister shows it, but I thought it's a movie. And so these people are out there chasing tornadoes and supercells, and I was like, okay, I gotta see that. You know, I'm from here. I love everything here, but I gotta see that. I started chasing probably 2008, 2009 around Arizona, just trying to capture lightning. I used to watch lightning on the back porch with my dad, and I remember a lightning bolt hitting maybe a couple 100 feet behind our house, and I still have a vivid memory, probably when I was like 7 or 8. And it's kind of funny because that's the first thing I really wanted to photograph was lightning. It's what attracted me to all this. In 2011, I decided to try to time-lapse. That second or third ever time-lapse I shot ended up being the historic July 5th, 2011 haboob that rolled over Phoenix that was viral around the world. And that kind of put my name on the map, but also opened me up to this world of time-lapse. Oh, did I just see a boat? Hold on a second, let me stay right there. That's probably, okay, I just want to make. Can you explain that? I thought I saw that out of the corner of my eye, but I don't hear my lightning trigger. My other camera, my Sony should go ch-ch-ch. A lot of people hadn't seen a lot of photos, the dust storms and stuff we have here. And so once they started seeing that, people were like, I want to do that, and now can you take me or whatever? So I do workshops twice during the summer down and base them out of Tucson, where, you know, we're kind of in a rental for 5 days, and we get up and we learn in the morning and photograph lightning and dust storms. And they've been pretty fun. I keep them kind of small, only a couple, like 2 or 3 people, so everyone gets a chance to really learn. And people come from all over the world, especially to see the tornadoes and supercells. They, you know, that's a huge attraction that people don't get that anywhere else, at least on a regular basis. If you've never gone storm chasing, then Arizona is a really good place to start because it's not so scary. As long as you kind of avoid flash floods and standing underneath lightning bolts that are striking all around you, you should be fine. It's kind of hard to teach the instincts and the methods of chasing until you just do it. Because I could tell you what to do, but you might look at a cloud and go like, I don't really know what's happening here because I've never seen this before. But once you've done it for a few years, you're like, okay, I know what's about to happen. Just getting out and doing it is really like the best advice.
Oh, Vanessa, I think we're almost there.
Hey, stroke, stroke. This is a good workout.
Yeah, it is a good workout for my upper arms.
You know, I think kayaking may be the only sport that they won't have at Legacy Sports in Mesa that opens next year.
Yeah, well, here's a sneak peek. And by the way, just FYI, we can't wait to go there.
Yeah.
Come on, help me.
Keep going, J.R.
Put the phone down.
You're doing
help
great.
Me.
You're doing great.
We're about to crash.
My name is Chad Miller. I'm one of the principals and CEO of Legacy Sports USA. We're standing at the future home of Legacy Sports and Family Entertainment Park here in Mesa, Arizona. The original concept came from Randy Miller, who is my father, We were talking 4 soccer fields, 4 softball fields, and maybe a small bar restaurant on the site. That vision has continued to evolve to what it is today. It is now a 320-acre family sports entertainment park that's $250 million, which is the largest family sports entertainment park in the country of its kind. The whole vision behind Legacy Park was to really give back to the community first and ingrain ourselves and partner with local club organizations and these types of youth sports movements. So we're very fortunate to have organizations such as Altitude Volleyball, Elite Basketball, Rush Volleyball, Arsenal Soccer Club, and a countless number of others. These clubs now have a world-class facility to call their own, and we're very fortunate to partner with them and have these clubs be powered by Legacy. This facility is open to anybody and everybody, so all different clubs from not only the state of Arizona, but throughout the country and even the world can utilize Legacy as their future home. We offer a world-class esports multi-use gaming facility, which is unbelievable. So not only if you're a gamer, but you also love the traditional style of maybe a Dave & Buster's or Fat Cat Center, we have something like that here for you as well. We also have one of the largest pickleball facilities in the Western United States. 41 pickleball courts, including a stadium and championship pickleball court. Unbelievable the types of events that we can host with pickleball, which is the fastest growing sport in the country. We have organizations who have partnered with us that are, using our facility for their tournaments from California, Texas, Washington, New Jersey, Florida, Chicago. We even have several from South America, several from England. Really, this vision goes far, far beyond just Arizona. In year 1 of operations, we'll actually be driving over 5 million people through this park, which will make us the second most touristed destination spot in the state of Arizona behind only the Grand Canyon. We really want to encourage everybody to come out and explore all the wonderful amenities and everything that we have to offer. So if you don't play sports, that's okay. Come out and enjoy one of our fabulous other things that we have here, and I promise you'll be leaving with an experience that you've never gotten anywhere else.
Well, we made it, JR.
Well, now our new adventure begins, wine tasting at the beautiful Alcantara Vineyard.
Oh, I've been waiting for that all day long. We had a lot of fun on the water. We want to thank Verde Adventures for hosting us today.
Yeah, check them out online. I'm sure there's an adventure that's right for you.
We'll see you next time on
Su Vida Especial.
All right, JR, so this is a Cabernet. Is this
Yes.
what you're going for?
Dun, 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 dun,
I'm
dun, dun,
scared.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum.
We don't have any lines.
This is an action sequence. No intenten esto en casa, somos profesionales.